Hey guys, it's Linda. Welcome or welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. Thank you for coming back. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. But this is really how this whole nail journey started for me. So some of you may or may not know that when I first started doing nails, it was an idea of doing press-on nails. And I do press-on nails and I sell them. This is a set of press-on nails that I have on myself. I've just got them on with glue. And this was the whole point of the whole situation, was that I was making press-on nails. And before YouTube even started, I had set up a wee Etsy shop and had been doing sets of nails and sort of marketing it a wee bit on Instagram and TikTok and things like that. And then I met this wonderful group of ladies, and they sort of mentioned about doing YouTube and why not and all the rest of it. So for the last 7 or 8 months, I have been doing YouTube videos. I've been taking part in collaborations. I've been doing, well, you know what I've been doing because you see it. But I think it's time that I started to concentrate a bit more on the press-ons. Now, what I had been doing initially was I'd set up my Etsy shop for custom press-ons. So I had sent in designs or had advertised designs and then had basically said, you know, I can make them custom. I can make them any shape or size. Just give me a wee DM and we'll discuss it. So I haven't had as much success as I sort of wanted to. So what I'm thinking of doing now is making some pre-sized sets with the view of maybe possibly going maybe around craft fairs or I don't know, things like that. So I'm thinking now that my way forward is going to be making full sets in set sizes, so extra small, small, medium and large, putting them up on Etsy for sale. But in addition to that, still having the custom designs. If somebody's seen something they wanted it in a particular colour or in a different size or one thing or the other, I can custom make them. So I've started my journey with this wee set here and I really love this wee set. It's like, again, I'm sort of going with that Japanese Nuance vibe. I showed them to my daughter there a while ago and she says to me, they're toenails. No, they're not. They're extra large, short squares. So they probably would get away with toenails for somebody that would have very, very big feet. But they're extra large squares. And I'm going to decide what my extra large sizes are, what my large, what my medium, small and extra small sizes are, and put them up on my Etsy store. Now my Etsy store is always linked in the description box if you are interested in going back and having a look. To be fair, most of the sets that I have on Etsy, you'll have seen me making on here. And this is what I'm going to do going forward. If I'm not in a collab or if I'm not doing something for another reason and I'm just doing an odd wee set, I'm going to do the first 5 off camera. It's a wee practice. And then I'm going to do the next 5 on camera. So we're going to know where we're going with this. So I've done these first 5. And that has been using my beautiful new gels from SARACEN, which of course I will have told you in my last video I am now a brand ambassador with. So if you're interested in any of the Korean gels at all, and you can get them on the SARACEN site, don't forget to use my discount code LJW and you will get an ambassador code and you will get 10% off your order. So off an already massive discounted site, you will get 10% off. So don't forget to use that. But I've used this little polish as a background and then I have used some of my new inks as well and just created a design. These Nuance nails are, honest to goodness, some of the easiest that you'll do and look so beautiful because there's no rhyme or reason to them. They're just splush it on and see. Do you know what I mean? So I've got my cat eye in there. I've got some inks over the outside. I've got some foils stuck in there. And then I've gone over it with a wee bit of, I'll show you where is it? A wee bit of gold from this wee palette here, which I got, did I get it off SHEIN or Temu or something? But I've used this, which is like, this is quite a funny consistency, because when you rub it you expect it to be a sort of a dry. It's not. There's a creaminess to this, and basically all I did was just use my finger and slopped it on each nail, and then I put a base coat on to sort of smooth it all out, and then a top coat. But look, I wonder, can you see? Look at the many different dimensions there is there. You know, you can see the cat eye. You can see the gold over the top. You have some gold flakes. There's your inks. So I'm just going to film how I done this. It's one of the easiest sets to do. So for anybody out there that's starting out and thinking, I wouldn't have a flipping notion where to start, start here. Start with this kind of thing, because, you know, I think they're really good fun. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. Check out my Etsy store. Pass it on to anybody that you're chatting to that I have got an Etsy store if anybody's interested in custom designs or custom handmade press-on nails. Everything's made from gel, and I'm going to crack on and get these done, and I hope you enjoy watching. So I'll see you at the end, guys. Bye. So here we are, guys. That is the full set of extra large, short, square press-ons. And that bottom row is what I have just created there now. And again, you can see that they're not identical, but they don't have to be. It's your own interpretation. You can still see the cat eye in the background. I've done these over clear. I have before done them over like a sort of a creamy off-white background. These are ones that I've done before with just the different marbles and then some stringy gold pieces going through them. So again, same concept. Put a wee bit of colour maybe down on the base and put your alcohol ink, slap them on, and you seen me there. That's all I did. Just slap them on. And then the wee brush I was using is this wee one. I think I got it off Temu. It's just like a wee, I suppose like a petal brush you would call that. It's just like a wee sort of round fluffy brush, and I just dip it in the alcohol and move it around. For these type of marble ones, you dip, if you're using alcohol with them, it'll move it around and soften edges and things like that. For acetone, you dip it in the acetone if you want to remove some of the, you know, if you've made a mess or if you've made it go muddy or something like that, just dip it in the acetone and swirl it about and see where you go with it. But it is just trial and error. It's all about a fun, and this is what we get at the end of it. So not quite sure why I started with an extra large square set, but I think going forward, this is the way I'm going to go, is I'll do a wee practice set off camera, and then I'll come on and record and pop them into my Etsy shop. So if anybody's interested in buying these, head on over to my Etsy link, and if you say that you're a subscriber, I will give you 10% discount on them. Yeah, I think that's fair. So head on over, take a look. If you are interested in anything, you want to message me on here, I will more than happy talk to you. You can message me on Instagram. All my socials, TikTok, everything is all at Nailed by LJW. Same down here at Nailed by LJW. So you'll get hold of me in all of those. And what else was I going to tell you? Yes, don't forget about my SARACEN discount. If you look at the discount codes and affiliate links in my description box, you'll find everything there. And that is really all I have for you today. So thank you very, very much for watching. If you like the video, like, follow, subscribe, comment if you think that there's anything that I could maybe do differently with regards to the Etsy shop, or if you think that maybe, you know, well, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Tell me anything you think, you know. If you're sitting at home and you're thinking about setting up a channel but you're nervous about it, reach out and we'll have a chat about it, because I was nervous too, and you know, it was nice to have somebody to talk to. So that's it, and thanks a million for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.